Hi all. So I have Emily Riglar here.
Yes.
So we go way long back. 20 years ago,
We graduated.
we graduated at Melbourne Uni as physios.
Yeah.
Now she runs this full-fledging practice in Carlton. She's a happy user at CliniScribe, but she's also now the chair. Do you want to introduce yourself?
So I'm the chair of the National Educators Group for the APA, and I have a Masters in Clinical Education, so I have a lot of interest in the learning and transitioning into practice for graduates and supporting graduates to become long-fledged physiotherapists for more than 7 years, basically.
Nice. So we had this really interesting chat. So this is a very impromptu video, but she gave some insights around how AI should be used with education and scribes in particular, which is the space we're in. Did you want to share your insights really strongly, and which I actually advocate for too?
I think we need to be really careful about when, with AI notes, we introduce the use of scribes for graduates, especially coming from the private practice space where they haven't had many authentic learning experiences. It's really important that people develop their skills to be able to function in a world without AI scribes. Not every place of employment is going to have it, but also from a quality and accuracy of note-taking point of view. So I think from are our notes an accurate representation of what's happened for graduates who don't have a really good capacity to take in all of the information that patients have given them and to process that and be able to prioritise the bits of information that are coming out. If they're relying on the scribes and the input of other people to come up with that information, they're not actually able to check that, and they're not able to develop their clinical reasoning skills by taking what they've gotten and prioritise themselves and talking to their mentors and supervisors about what they could have picked up extra from a consultation, or where they could have changed a consultation to direct their reasoning. And so I think we need to really exercise caution and make sure that not only are we giving staff opportunities to streamline their admin processes and make things easier and to get their notes done on time, but also to recognise that there is a huge value in the development of clinical reasoning skills, to being able to use your own processes, to reflect on your own processes, and to be able to take them into sessions to discuss with more experienced physios, that we lose that authenticity if we're relying on those notes from day one.
Wow, very well said.
I could rant for hours.
Did you prepare for this?
2 seconds.
No, that's awesome. So what do you like about CliniScribe?
I think there's some really good stuff built in there around that is about giving feedback to people. So one of the things I really love is the "Are they coming back?" tab that I found really interesting, and it's not something I've seen before, but I think that is really good, even for me, of pointing out things that I maybe did or didn't do. And for me, it's about, that's really interesting. Is that something I should have done in this situation or not? But I think that's really valuable from that point of view. But it's quite easy to use.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we take a bit longer to set up our notes, to be frank, compared to our competitors. But I found the cookie cutter type templates that our competitor scribes use can be concerning in that it doesn't represent the clinical reasoning of how the new grad or even a senior physio has thought out their plans and treatments. So what's your take on that?
I think the more we know about what we're doing, the easier it becomes for us to edit our notes. But the more complex patients we're seeing, the more we need it to really not miss picking up the red flags, the patterns of things that are coming through from the patient. And so I definitely think you're better off having the detail in, and you can decide that you don't need that in, and that you need to filter it out, but it's noted. rather than having more simplistic templates that come up brief and they might take more time to edit, but they might take less time to edit, but there's always that risk that we're missing things as well. And I think the more experienced you are, the more you're going to be able to recognise that gap. But I think it's a dangerous thing for practitioners who are still learning and haven't got the same nuanced skills of picking up all of those differences. That a little bit more detail goes a long way to, I guess, safety net in that process.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Insights there. Thanks, Emily. So enjoy the rest of the APASC 25 conference.
Thank you.
And sure we'll talk again and
Yes.
work on where CliniScribe goes in the next phase of our growth. Thank you.
No worries. See ya.